What a nightmare, folks. Trying to go live on the road today from the hotel and just realized I had all the I don't know if it was the hotel's Wi-Fi, what it was, but it wasn't working where I had it. So another mix up and I'm going live from my phone instead here in the hotel. So, welcome. I got to see if I can find where there's the chat. First live I've made it to in over a month. Time difference is awful. Sorry about the time difference. I think you're the only one in here right now, but that's okay. Welcome people as they come in. I don't know if we're gonna have as many in because I messed it up and had to like reshare a link and all of that, but I'm trying my best to keep the lives going, even though I'm exhausted today on the road. There's only 2 people in here. Normally we have like 50. I think I really messed it up by changing the link there and deleting the other live. But Maddie, you did make it. Welcome. And Melanie, hey, welcome. There we go. We got a few people found us. Sorry, folks. I'm on the road, as I said. I'm shooting a documentary actually for something else, and I'm exhausted. I've been burning it at both ends again. But I'm here. I had to cancel the other live and reschedule it with my phone. The connection in the hotel was bad, but we're here. So I'm going to follow along. I probably won't be on as long today, but I wanted to come in and say hi to everybody anyways. You can probably see from my eyes, I'm exhausted today. Hello. Whoa, I didn't know you stream. Been enjoying your videos lately. Keep it up. Thank you, Diamonds. Normally, I stream live every Wednesday night, normally from just my own office. As I said again, I'm on the road. Technical difficulties getting this set up. I'm just in a hotel, but we'll do it for a bit and see how it goes. Saw one of your vids like 2 minutes ago and saw your streaming. Your stuff looks very good. Well, thank you, Jim the mechanic. Check out some more. I do look exhausted. Sorry. I don't know why I'm so tired. I mean, I had trouble sleeping last night. I was shooting all day today for a documentary on quite a heavy subject. So yeah, I am very, very, very tired. Wow, the guy is live when he says he's live. No dumb intros. Oh, like you come to the live and it's just like flashing some stupid thing that somebody made. Yeah. Where are you traveling to? I'm just in another city right now. Just like 2 hours away, but I'm here for like 4 days to shoot this thing. This is the last day of it. That's probably why I'm tired. Tomorrow's the last day. I'll be going home tomorrow. I'm exhausted and haven't done crap today. Not sure if you've researched the case much, but do you believe Arthur Lee Allen was the Zodiac? I don't think he was. You should go watch my Zodiac video. I have an entire episode on the Zodiac. It's pretty good. And I talk about Arthur Lee Allen. I made some pretty good Arthur Lee Allen content a while back, too. Hey, Josh, glad I didn't give up looking for you. Yeah, I screwed up. I don't know, like I haven't been on my laptop in quite a long time either. Because I'm usually just on my desktop at home when I do these and stuff. So I went to go live just now and things were all messed up. Permissions were all mixed up and blah, blah, blah. It was a nightmare, but we're here. You do great work. Keep it up. Awesome. Well, thank you so much. So this week, let's see, last week we had the Charles Bronson episode. We were back on the couch and we were doing, you know what? I was thrilled about how much people were liking to see the couch back and to go back for some more of those comedy videos. Really glad that you guys like that. I've got more of that coming, but next I am going back to the void. The episode's already done and uploaded, and it'll come out Saturday morning, and it's an episode from the Where Did All the Serial Killers Go? Following that, I'll be going back to the couch, and I'll be heading over to Australia to look at somebody from Australia for the next one. Is the Vulnerable Communities video coming out soon? Yes, that's the one that comes out on Saturday. I'm excited for it. Excited's the wrong word, but yeah. On the road, it means no fur baby. Yeah, no fur baby for me. Freddie boy's back home. But yeah, How do you spend your mornings? It's how do you wait, this the tagline. See, that was supposed to be my tagline, right? But then yeah, how do you start your mornings? Yeah. I'd always go every video I'd start off with that. How do you start your morning? Richard Speck would start his morning, blah 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 blah. Something. Melanie Brown, nice. Glad I went down this rabbit hole. Keep up the good work. Thanks, Chad. You got a favorite? I'd love to hear about people's favorite videos. Who do you think was the most prolific in the US? Well, in the vulnerable video, I talk about Samuel Little. And, he confessed to 90 or whatever it was and confirmed it was like 60, right? So, yeah. Good morning, Josh from India. Good morning, Vikas. How you doing? How's life in India? You should check out Dan Cummings' Time Suck. Yeah, I've heard of Dan. I've followed him on Instagram. Has similar humor in regards to serial killers. Yeah, I've seen his Time Suck stuff on Instagram. We're similar. I'm more like he's podcast. I'm not podcast, right? Like I do more like everything of mine is very it's more not that he's not written, because of course he's written his stuff, but mine are more like videos, like episodes, right? And I think a lot of the other ones are more podcast, where it's just like maybe a supporting image up on screen. There's not really it's not a whole production with the music and all that stuff. And my style is more like video. Hey Josh, hey Vikas. My hometown is super tiny. There were triple murder and suicide this year. Everyone was all surprised it happened there. Everyone always says that. Yeah, you hear that every time. It's like, that kind of thing doesn't happen in this town, And it's like, well, apparently it does. The town that I grew up in, to this day, from when I was born until now, there's only been, I think, 2 murders. There was one murder when I was in elementary school, and it was a girl in my class, actually. And her father killed her mother, shot her through a window at a coffee shop. And that was like crazy. And it was. How can you be breakfast cereal without a bowl of cereal on the couch? Yeah. Well, because the thing is that cereal, as we all know, means, in a series, right? It doesn't necessarily, yes, there's the pun, but that's why I can do whatever I want, because it's just a series. Saw a terrible Ed Kemper movie. Made me think of the movie reviews. There was the Ed Kemper movie, just the one from this year, because I actually I had a message going with the director of that, and like, it's funny that, I don't know, they paid a bunch of people to give it good reviews, but then I watched some other stuff and heard it was like absolutely dreadful. So I don't know. I should probably watch it. Josh, man, glad to catch another live. Yeah, apologies, people, for this live. I'll apologize. I probably won't be on long. You can see it from my eyes. I'm exhausted today, but I wanted to keep my commitment to doing Wednesday lives. Yeah. Let's go live. My dad was a 911 dispatcher in our hometown. Never got murder reports to my knowledge, but had some of the most unhinged calls I ever heard of. Yeah, I bet, right? I'd be interested to talk to a 911 dispatcher at some point for the channel. I think that'd be interesting. Yeah, called Ed Kemper. Yeah, also cool title. But yeah, I heard that movie was not so great. There's a whole bunch of movies that were made like all within like this like a 2-year period by the same director. They're all on Tubi, and he just used the same actor. I'm pretty sure it's the same actor, the same crew, and everything. And they just shot them all at once. It's like the same guy plays BTK and Ed Gein. 1 second, I'm grabbing my water. I can't believe you don't have more subscribers. I thought you had like over 1 million, says Cactus Box. Cactus Box, you wouldn't believe it if you checked the channel out only like 4 months ago. I'd been at it for 3 years, and I only had 10K subs. In the past like 4 months or so, it's really started to tick up. I've grown from 10K to the 75, 76 that we're at now. And the videos would only get like, for the first 3 years of doing it, the videos would only get like maybe 1,000 views, and I would be happy about 1,000 views. And then all of a sudden I had one video do pretty well, and then since that one video, everything started to do better and better and better. I had one do 600,000. So it's just been like, paying the dues and sticking with it. I've always believed in the content, so drop a like, guys. This guy is amazing. Well, thank you, 216 Love. I think you're amazing. Check out the Bundy 2002 movie. Very good. Does not glamorize him, and it's raw as hell. I did a movie review on that Bundy movie. I make fun of it a lot, so if you like it, I don't know, but I'm pretty sure it's the one that I did a review on. I did like a whole episode just on that Bundy episode, on that Bundy movie. You should get some sleep, Josh. You look terribly exhausted. You're getting there. You do great work. Thank you. I think I'll get there, I think. And I'm in no, when I started the channel, I was somebody, I've said this before on a bunch of these lives, that I came from a background. I worked for a massive YouTube channel for quite a while, like a huge YouTube channel. I was the director of content for a very big channel, collabed with Mr. Beast, like that big. So I kind of knew, I definitely had a good idea of how things work with YouTube, right? I sold all the sponsorships, I directed all the videos, I did all of that. I wasn't on camera. But I knew when I started my channel that it would take a very long time, or that it very well could. I gave myself a 3-year runway at the beginning. I was like, I'm going to do this for like 3 years and see where I'm at. And just before the 3-year mark, it started to go a bit, So I think there were some 500 views when Wednesday told me about you. Yeah. Oh yeah. Back when Wednesday would have told, some videos were only getting like 300 views. Yeah. Do you know the Sarah Stern case? That's from my hometown. I do not. All right, cool. Hi, you're my favorite creator. I love your content. I watch your vids all the time. I just came from watching one. What video were you watching there, Tex? And thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, how do you guys feel about me ping-ponging? I'm going to be doing I'm going to go for the next little while. I'm going to go couch episode, void. Couch episode, void. Couch episode, void. So we're going to bounce back and forth. And all the couch episodes are going to be kind of like the Bronson one, right? That kind of tone, that kind of humor and all of that, where I started originally. And all the void ones are going to be a little bit more serious. Is everybody cool with that? I think it's a good thing to do. Let's see the fridge. You want to see the hotel fridge? Oh, yeah, I see what you're saying. I found serial killers versus pop stars video in my feed. Wait, what's the serial killer versus pop stars? Oh, the one that's like, why are serial killers, oh yeah, like more popular than, have more fans than pop stars. Yeah, I remember that. It was about celebrities, yeah. I definitely enjoy the content. So many channels do hour-long stories of some cases, which is bad, but it's nice to have a channel that condemns the stories while absolutely hilarious. Condenses the stories, I see. If I was to do like an episode like the Bronson episode is like 27 minutes. For me to do an episode like, I could do these hour-long episodes like some people do, where they're just talking and like putting up an image and putting a slow pan on the image or a slow push on the image. I could do that, but that's not really my style. And for me to do my style, which is pretty high-paced and pretty heavily edited the way I do, for me to do that for an hour-long video would be like a month of work. As it was, Bronson took me like 2 weeks almost every day. Can we please see your fridge? So I'm in a hotel, guys. I'm traveling this week. I'm not at home. Do I dare show you how sloppy I am in a hotel room? But like, I'm very sloppy. But I'm just here. So I could show you the fridge, but all that's in this fridge is like, I forget. I think I got a couple protein shakes and tossed them in there. And then there's like a can of Pringles from the... I'll show you my fridge at home next live. Come back next Wednesday and we'll do a breakfast cereal fridge tour, and you guys can see I don't have anything in there. I love you, Serial Man. Drunk AF, so I can't stay for long, but love your content, dude. Always great to see you make anything on this site. LOL. Well, thank you. Take care of yourself. Don't do anything dumb. Hello, Cornflakes, and hello, Josh. Hello. The couch episodes are great. The void's better, in my opinion. See, that's what I'm saying. We got fans of both, right? Do you think you could ever do a video state by state on killers? Well, I could do province to province. I'm Canadian. No, but I could for sure. But like, that would be a big project, right? I do have some like more like project based things coming out, but yeah. Don't forget the bowl of cereal. I had a bowl of cereal in the Bronson one, but I didn't eat from it, right? A lot of people got frustrated with me talking with my mouth full. My God, I look tired. I am so sorry. Look at my eyes. Cornflakes, LOL, reminds me of that Tori Amos song. Which Tori Amos song? Man, sick of these lives. Get some videos faster, bro. By the way, I love your sarcasm. I do a live every Wednesday, and I have a full-length video every other week. Sometimes I go weekly with full-length videos. I also love the episodes with guest ladies. Oh, yeah, the Guess Who ones. Yeah, I'd love to do some more Guess Who, but I need to find guests that I think are super interesting. Have you ever thought about doing couch video with multiple killers, just cases too small or too little information for just one episode? Yes, I have. I have thought of doing like compilate, like I'm gonna talk about 5 different people in this episode, like kind of on a theme maybe, right? But I have thought of that. I thought of doing I've always wanted to do an episode just on serial killer nicknames too. Just like the episode would be about like the dumbest or best nicknames and worst nicknames and stuff, and I would do that on the couch. Rest up, Josh. Sleep deprivation is a terrible thing. Makes a normal person do crazy things, especially you Canucks. Psychos. I definitely agree. Some cases need a more serious tone, but the couch is iconic. Well, thank you. Have you seen Semiot's videos on Jeffrey Dahmer and MK Ultra? Love his style. I have not. Nah, keep up with the fast-paced stuff. There we go. Yeah, hotel vibes. In Miami? No, I'm not in Miami. I have to go to Miami at the end of the month for work. I'm not in Miami right now. I'm still in Canada. Yeah, I'm so happy that art isn't yours. Yeah, no, I wouldn't have art like that. Come on. I rocked that haircut back in '06, says Peter Quill. Cool. Hey, you're busy. I'm not judging the hotel. This isn't, by the way, hand has met hair a lot. Have I done this a lot? It's because I'm, my hair is all over the place tonight. You should do a trio video on Gacy, Corona, and Dean Coral, since they all had personal cemeteries. Then do it over dinner with a house coat and slippers, evening steak or burgers maybe. Was a Discord ever made? No, but the plans of all of that stuff are in the works. I've decided everything that I'm going to launch, when I launch merch, when I launch memberships, when I launch Discord, that'll all happen at 100K subs. Need the time to make sure that that the infrastructure is properly there, so that when it does launch, it's active, you know? Top 3 serial killer podcasts / shows in your opinion. I don't really watch any. Because serial killer shows, like if it's like a TV show, let's say, Mindhunter. If you're talking more like stuff like that I do, I don't really watch much else, because also I don't really want to be, I don't want to say poisoned, but like I don't want to have things rub off on me. I want to just have my own, try to have my own fresh take. So I don't want to really accidentally pull from somebody else's content and just end up doing something similar to what they're doing. So, yeah. State to state would be cool. Cornflake girl. Right on. I need more videos. Well, you know, as I get bigger, the goal, if I'm transparent with all of you, the goal for the channel is that it becomes my full-time gig by the end of this year. And if it is my full-time gig by the end of this year and I'm not having to be where I am now doing other video stuff to earn money, I'll be able to get up the schedule to once a week. But I mean, for example, this week I've been shooting. I came here Sunday, so came on Sunday, set up on Sunday, then shot Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and tomorrow. I can't. It's hard for me to do a video weekly for YouTube when I need to do stuff like this to earn my living. So, the heck with those people giving you heck about your cereal. Don't let them give you a complex. Yeah. Have you done one on the Hillside Stranglers? No, I haven't. I haven't. Perhaps a Dean Coral video would be good. It would, but it's tough because he's so like. I guess we did Albert Fish, right? And he's in that ballpark. But yeah. Do you watch a lot of YouTube? If so, what YouTubers do you watch the most? So, I don't watch a ton of YouTube. I don't really watch YouTubers that much. I have a couple, but I just watch stuff that I'm interested in. For them, I watch like you wouldn't want to even know. I watch like this coffee guy a lot. I'm pretty big into like coffee and stuff in my spare time. So I watch this guy called Jeff Hoffman. He's a barista, and I just watch his coffee videos decent amount. I don't really have time to watch a lot of long form YouTube stuff between my personal life and between editing my own video stuff. I'm more of a film person, so I watch a lot of movies and stuff when I do have the time. Do you watch? Okay, sorry, Handyman. Thanks for doing these, even though you're out of time. No problem. We had a real Ed Gein situation locally. Well, that's crazy. I meant stealing from your grave. Oh yeah, Dynamite. I'm outside Philly. Saw the press conference live. Yo, Bill Curtis documentaries? Absolutely. I used to say if it's not narrated by Bill Curtis, I'm not interested. That holds up. I swore off true crime and this jag has pulled me. There you go. You into true crime, or are you kind of morbid into the other side of life? I'm not like, so I don't watch a ton of. I used to watch a lot of true crime, but since I started doing my own stuff, I stopped watching it because like I don't want to be editing it and working on it and writing it and then watching it when I'm not doing that, right? So I don't watch a ton of stuff anymore. Like I've never even seen the Dahmer thing on Netflix. I haven't watched it. Shocked you aren't bigger. I thought you had millions when I watched the first and binged all. We're getting there. We're growing. I was tiny for 3 years and now I'm starting to grow. So I hope this keeps up. But I get the comment of people saying that they're shocked that the channel's not bigger. I get that comment like 5 times a day. And I've got that comment like 5 times a day for like a couple of years, but yeah. I'm going to try to catch up. You should do a death row type series. I did a making people's last meals. I did 2 episodes on that. I can see your sold soul. It was never yours to give away. It was his. I don't know what that means. Did the winter storm hit Canada like it did the States? Absolutely. So I'm in Toronto right now. And I came into Toronto on Sunday. And it was the most snow we've ever had in one day in Toronto in history. Which is crazy. Crazy. I parked. We parked a couple of vehicles and we were unloading all this gear and setting up in this place where we were shooting. And we were only parked for like an hour and a half, 2 hours maybe. Came back outside. I have a Jeep, is one of my, and the snow was up over the bumper. It was literally up to my waist, and I'm 6'2". It was crazy. I've never seen anything like it. You could just talk and do an hour-long video. Yeah, but I don't want to do that because that's not me. You know, it's not what I want to do. I think I would lose everything that makes me unique if I just started doing like only like podcast style stuff. That's not where I shine, if I'm going to say the word shine. But I've always been a good, well, I'm not tooting my own horn, but I've been a good editor and a filmmaker and I hate it when people say storyteller, but true, right? For all these years. And I like to marry all of those things together, whether it's music and editing and creativity in that way. And the other type of video doesn't interest me. Just doesn't. Like, yeah. Uh, Can't wait for a weekly bowl. What's your profession? I only do video. I've only done video, and I've directed commercial, directed documentary, and directed corporate and all that kind of stuff. I haven't done anything other than video related work for like 20 years at this point. Like, it's my full-time job. Wendy Goon collab? Yeah, maybe, right? None of them will ever answer me. I'm too small. Tim Hortons, yep. Sinners, haven't seen it yet. I downloaded it. I gotta watch it. Godfather 1 or 2? I'm a Godfather 2 fan, but 1 is amazing too. Movies are better than TV before the 2000s, but after 2000s, the TV shows are better written. Depends. Depends. I think it's case by case. Case by case. There's been some good movies lately, but yeah, TV's certainly like with the beginnings of stuff like back in the day. It was like Prison Break or 24 that kind of started the whole binging thing, and TV started to step it up at that time. And then, of course, The Sopranos, and then of course Breaking Bad. But you know what I can't stand? I can't stand any of those. I haven't even watched a single one, but I never will. I cannot stand the idea of shows like Yellowstone, Landman. I can't stand any of that idea. No offense if you like it, but I can't. I don't know. I don't think I'll ever put it on. So I'll judge it without seeing it. Bro, your channel's sweet. Just found it a couple weeks ago. Wish you the best. Thank you. Appreciate that. Bill is the OG. He is. I like creepy pastas, ghost stories, fantasy. It's the snark I respect. Production quality is crazy good. Thank you. It is the production value. It is so great. Thank you. That's a big thanks to cameraman Eric in a lot of regards, but I think it's a combination of everything. Production value only gets you so far because like these days anybody can have fantastic production value because you can buy yourself this kind of like, oh, buy a Sony A7S III for a couple grand and like your shot's gonna look pretty good. But you can really push it over the top if you have someone who really knows what they're doing, which is cameraman Eric. But even still, it's like cameraman Eric could shoot and it could look as beautiful as it does, but if I couldn't edit the way I do, the production value wouldn't feel the same. So everything has to work together. And same with the writing, if you ask me. All of it comes together to give you this idea that the production value is really good. Yeah, 50% of the U.S. Manhattan got hit hard, right? I know that. Used to live there. You should do a podcast when you go full time, though. Once you have more time in the day, that would be another awesome way to lure fans. Yeah, I just don't think I almost guarantee you that I won't ever do a podcast just because it doesn't interest me. And the idea of me just talking for like an hour, I just don't think it's where my strengths lie. I don't think I would be interesting enough to talk for an hour on something if I hadn't just written it already, right? I have to write it and I have to edit it for me to be interesting. Otherwise, I'm a boring person. I am going to do some unscripted stuff in the next little while with my magazines that I bought and like some things like that. But you guys will see it's still going to be a thing to it. Yellowstone slaps. I love the female lead. She's just so iconic. I don't know. I can't stand that whole like. I don't know. I am drunk. I just finished The Sopranos this summer. the disrespect Pauline feels. I finally gets it. Wait, who's Pauline? Do you mean Paulie? But Sopranos is amazing. It's still like the best. I don't know. I just can't stand like that whole era of like people on ranches. Like it's just, I don't know, talking about their fucking land and that's my land. We need more land. I don't care. This land is our land. Hey man, just came from the video about Dahmer being forgiven. Quality of the video and your speaking is on point. Love your documentary voice. Do you follow Christ as well, man? Wow, we're getting into it, eh? I said in that video I'm agnostic, so that means I don't know. I'm not someone who's. I'm not an atheist, but I'm not a practicing any type of religion either. I'm not sure where I stand on things. The art and the production is understated sometimes. What do you mean by that? You think the editing and filming is so cohesive? Yeah, it is. Uh, I've have you seen the interview with Gacy's lawyers? I've met one of them. Man, it's snowy as shit in Ohio. Have you heard of the case? Yellowstone was a drama about nothing. The Sopranos is amazing, the best for sure. Yeah, I mean Tony, freaking Gandolfini and The Sopranos. Wow. Have you guys seen The Deuce? The show The Deuce. That show was awesome. It was with Franco. Breaking Bad is awesome too. Am I right? Yeah, Breaking Bad is awesome. Awesome. Yo, breakfast cereal. You should cover William Bonin. He was comically crazy. Agnostic, huh? Yeah, agnostic. Watch like 30 of your videos this month, maybe. That's awesome. I'm glad you did. Did you have a favorite? Tell me. Yo, what's good, Josh? Shout out from Utah. When we drop on the next video in the Where Did They Go series this Saturday. The next Where Did They Go comes out this Saturday. It's already done. It's already uploaded on the channel. I just haven't released it because I release on Saturdays. Do you play video games? I play the most boring video games. So I just got myself a PlayStation 5 like a little while ago. Before that, the latest thing I had was a PlayStation 3. And I like literally just pretty much play like MLB The Show and like Drake's Uncharted. And that's like pretty much it. I don't, and even that I don't play very often. 6 Feet Under fan. There you go. The one I say was the female lawyer. Yeah, that's the one that I've met. She was his appeals lawyer. I've met her. I've talked to her, and I've talked to her about being on my channel for something, and she's open to it. That's why we were talking about. Sweet, can't wait. Oh, man. I'm going to go for another 15 today, but I'm going to cut her short at around 9:45 because I'm going to go to bed because I'm freaking destroyed today, folks. There's tons, actually. Utah? There's a lot of killers in Utah, eh? Do guess who that was Melanie, that was the exact plan. That's what I'm trying to do. See, the thing is with the channel, for guests, I got a few people up my sleeve, and like even this Gacy lawyer that I spoke to. The only thing is like I'm in Canada, they're in the States. She's not too far. Like Chicago's not that far. I've driven to Chicago. It took me like I forget, it's like 7 hours or something. It's not that far. But I could fly her, but I would have to fly her. And the channel doesn't make enough money for me to like be spending that kind of money. So like I'm hoping soon it is, and then I can use some of that money. I'd be like I could fly her here for the day and put her up for one night, and then we would shoot an episode of Guess Who, and then she would fly back home, right? But I can't be like, hey, come be on an episode of Guess Who and get yourself here to Toronto, like Who doesn't want to go to Canada at this point? Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough. I talk about Canada a decent amount in the next episode on vulnerable victims. That's what the next Where Did All the Serial Killers Go episode is about. I talk about the differences between who is valued, who gets kind of swept under the rug here in Canada and who gets swept under the rug in the States, kind of. Really liked your vid with the clinical psychologist. Really liked the part about recognizing yourself in killer that interests you the more. I like the true crime entertainment type content. Yeah, I love the video with Dr. Rachel Tolles, the Guess Who with the clinical forensic psychologist. I think it's one of the best pieces of content on the channel. Um, it's funny how sometimes I get accused of either like not understanding what she's saying or things like that when I'm literally just trying to make jokes, right? Like somebody the other day said that I sounded really dumb because I thought when I said that what did I say? Oh, so you said serials swing sets are like abusive husbands. And like, no, I got what she was saying. I wasn't making a joke. That's the whole point to the channel. Come on. I did not mean to copy you, Jonathan. My cousin got in a swing set accident a little while ago. You know what that means. Yeah, keep an eye on him. You should talk about the crime and drug use in Vancouver. So there is talk about Vancouver's East End, Hastings and stuff in this next episode because of a certain serial killer that we had out in that direction who was picking people from that area for very specific reasons. Please excuse my tardiness, says KRB Sip. I watch your vids at work and it really helps time go by. Where do you work? Man, I'm at work bored as hell, hoping nothing pops off. This is helping pass the time. Canada ain't perfect, but it's not a madhouse. Everywhere's got their problems, right? Some worse than others. I've lived in 3 countries now, and I lived in the United States for like 5 years. I lived in Canada for most of my life, and I lived overseas in Scandinavia for like 4 years. Where you guys work? Yeah, Picton, you got it. My Patriots are Super Bowl bound. Are they really? I haven't been following NFL this year. I religiously follow baseball to the point that I watched like 158, sorry, to 160 of like 162 games this season. So when baseball's over, I need to give everyone in my family too, like an off seasons where I'm not like occupied 3 hours a day watching sports. So like I don't watch anything else. I've never even, you know what's the most un-Canadian thing in the world? I've never seen a full hockey game in my life. Want to suggest a very morbid guy, Peter Sotos. Blue Jays ain't winning. James Herbert, the Blue Jays, they were the best team in baseball. Best team in baseball. They should have won. I know they didn't, and that's all that matters. But they should have. They outperformed the Dodgers in frickin' every single frickin' measurable category in both technical and heart and everything. They were just so much more entertaining to watch. So much. Anyways, I don't want to get into it, but they didn't win. So the Dodgers were the better team, sure, but I love the fit and the hair. Well, thank you. My favorite thing to do with my hair is just this most of the time, just like this. But it's just, I'm just sloppy tonight because I'm very tired. Blue Jays did blow it. Yeah, he's going on about baseball again. I don't watch baseball, just trying to rise you. Okay. Vancouver is awesome for creepiness, yeah. What's your favorite vid that I could watch right now? I found your channel recently and I love the editing and your commentary. Go watch the Bobbit video. It's called She Cut Off His What? And the thumbnail is me holding a model of a penis. Watch that one. It's a combination between couch and me going out in the real world doing experiments. And I think it's my best. It's mine and cameraman Eric's favorite video. At least you aren't a Bengals fan, trust me. That shit sucks. Vancouver Canadians. Oh. Oh, wait. That is a team, actually. Van City. That one's good. The Bobbit video is, yeah. See, I want to do more stuff like the Bobbit video. More than anything is what I want to do. And it's because, like, I want to, what I love about it is it gets me the couch, it gets some humor in there, but it also allows me to like flex a little bit of like filmmaking kind of stuff. So I'm able to like get out and like do things and shoot around town, but they take a lot longer and they take more resources and they take more of our time, mine and Eric's at least. So I can't do them that often. Again, if the channel becomes a full-time thing by the end of this year, then we will have the capabilities of doing more of that stuff, which would be just awesome. I want to do, like, a lot of people have been asking for a part 2 of the Bronson video, and I'm gonna do something more like that for a part 2 of Bronson. It's gonna be heavily focused on me going through the Bronson workout, his book, and me doing all of those exercises and trying all that stuff with a personal trainer and doing all this kind of crazy shit. That's the plan. And some butter. The Bobbit video's car segment had me coughing. I laughed so hard. Thank you. I thought it was really funny myself. Yeah. Ugh. What do you think about Carla Homolka just living her life and volunteering at her kids' school, helping with a field trip? Yeah, I think it's pretty crazy that I think it's a lot of nerve for her to try to volunteer at schools. I think it's terrible that she shouldn't be out. Unfortunately, they have to let her out. They made the deal. They didn't know what they were doing at the time. They made the deal. That's why it's called the deal with the devil. But it's a law that needs to be upheld, and so she has to be out, and that's what it is. And you know what? I don't think she's the type that's going to reoffend. But I also think it's nervy of her to like try to volunteer at a school. Like, you got out, you got the deal of a lifetime. You got out. You should be in prison for your entire life. So I think you just owe it to society in a sense to just lay low once you're out. Don't go and try to work with kids. You know, I can't understand how she can even. Like, there's no way she's passing a vulnerable sector check. You know what I mean? She legally shouldn't be allowed to, now that I think about it. So I don't know. What about doing a video on MK Ultra? Yeah, MK Ultra is definitely in the works, but it's such a big, huge topic that it's going to take a very long time to get that video in shape that I'm willing to, like, so much research and all that. So it's like months and months and months and months and months away, I would say. But it definitely has to come. But when it does, it'll be something pretty big. Yeah, Hamoka case is disturbing AF. It is, for sure. I know a guy, it's pretty crazy. He's a pretty good friend of mine, actually. He's older than me by quite a bit. But he, I don't know how I didn't hear about this for ages, but the very first, his first date with his wife, they went to Paul Bernardo and Carla Homolka's house for dinner and board games. Because they lived out there at the time, and they were the same age, and his wife happened to know Carla. And Carla had just started dating this guy, Paul, or something like that, and they ended up at their house, or I don't know if they had just started dating or what, but like they hadn't met Paul before, and like, but anyways, crazy, right? Do you think you'll do another heist video? What heist video did I do? I'm confused. Oh, like the Millennium Dome? That video is the worst performing video on the entire channel. If she came to the US, I'm pretty sure Carla could run for president. Oh, zing. Hamoka should be a registered offender if she isn't. That chick has no right being anywhere near a school. She's, I know a lot of people, because it's fairly local to where I am. And there's enough people that are like, I don't know, they're like in their late 50s, early 60s now, I guess. There's enough people that knew them quite well, or knew both of them, or knew one of them. And a lot of the people that knew them would say like they think Carla was maybe worse. But then there's a lot of people who say, because I mean, there's a lot of people who say, hey, Bernardo never, it's kind of BS if you ask me, but a lot of people say, Bernardo never killed before he met Carla. He was just a Scarborough rapist, but then he met Carla and all of a sudden he started murdering. And it was her own sister, man. That's a whole other level. I knew a dude who knew Green River Killer. He said he was dumb as shit. Yeah, he is. Did you not do one of the most stupid robbers? Yeah, it was the. I think you're thinking of the guys who did the Millennium Dome heist, the Millennium Diamond heist. I hate that they called them the Ken and Barbie killers. Don't flatter them. Yeah, it's like, it's just because they were like, they weren't like that good looking, but I guess they were like okay looking and blonde and yeah. We make a vid on the Moors murders. I don't know. I don't know. There's so many things to do, right? Usually, what it takes for me to make a video is that either it's a big name that I've known forever, or I hear one particular detail that I go, and then that detail is enough that it sparks me to look at it more, and then I see two or three other things that I go, okay, this one will work, and then I start going. Killdozer? Yeah, my brother and I talked about doing Killdozer. And I think we still could, right? Actually, that's not a bad idea now that we're kind of changing up the couch format. I watched the Killdozer documentary. Conventionally attractive, I say ick. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think. Yeah. Oh, I think they were called Ken and Barbie because of their artificialness. Interesting. Hey, Barbie. Hey, Ken. So, what do we got next? We'll go till 10, okay? 12 minutes. I can do 12 more minutes. I might fall asleep in my chair. I should just go to the bed and just do it from there. I thought of doing a series of videos where I was literally just in bed, like before breakfast even. So it'd be just like, I would just be like laying in bed. We'd have a camera mounted up on the ceiling, just like right at my, like here. And then I would like roll over onto my side and we'd have a camera there. And then I would just do it like that. I thought that'd be funny. Yeah, want to go for a ride? Why so sleepy? Just got tired from this freaking work week. We would probably watch. I've got some interesting stuff coming out, I think. The breakfast cereal in bed series. Yeah, just breakfast in bed. Yeah. I always wanted to do a series that I called A Side of Bacon. And it was about the police. And it was just all about how many cases the police have effed up. Breakfast in bed. Yeah. It's good. That's a good idea, isn't it? I got to figure out something to do with that. What would we do with that? What would be good topics to cover from bed? Breakfast in bed. Well, Mr. No Name, my name's Josh. I love your channel. Your humor gets chuckles out of me. That's good. I say in every single video, don't I? Hey, I'm Josh. Can you analyze fictional killers? Yeah, that's been a big talk forever, since like day one. Hannibal was one of the ones, yeah. Bed files. Betty files. Oh, I see. What's the homework for the cornflakes? How to help? There's no homework this week. I got a new episode coming out on Saturday. I hope everybody has the opportunity to watch it in the morning. I'm starting to think too that with this whole like new types of content, like going back and forth between the couch and the void, that the void stuff, the Weird All the Serial Killer stuff, I might start releasing that Friday nights. It feels like a nighttime watch, doesn't you think? Like it's like dark and all that. So like maybe releasing those Fridays at 4 o'clock. And then the couch stuff I save for the Saturday mornings. I usually put them out at 8 a.m. Eastern time. But like, I don't know if it even matters. For the next little while, I've got to stick with what's been working, which is everything comes out Saturday morning at 8 a.m. I'm afraid to try something different